statement, and then we'll take questions.
Proud of our kids to find a way to the finish line and get an important win against a program that we have ultimate respect for and believe coming into the year certainly was one of the MAC favorites, not only to win the East, but to compete for an overall championship. And despite losing arguably the best post player in the league to a knee injury, they haven't missed a beat and have averaged more points since their injury and just kept going and building on the momentum that they have going for this year. So my whole theme is there's the good side, the angel in me right now, and then the devil side of me, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang for this whole game. Finding a way to win was great for a young team, and we fought, and that's the loudest this crowd has been in the Stroh Center history, and we really needed them. So, I really appreciate the support that we got today. But how do you win a game when you miss 18 foul shots? It's mind-boggling to me. That is the lowest Akron's been held all year offensively in their 15 games coming into that. No one had held them under 60. And, our whole theme was getting them slowed down because they're scoring at such a high clip and such a high percentage. So really, really proud of that. Now, the bad part of that is out of 15 games coming into the year, only 2 teams scored as little as we did against Akron. And those 2 teams that did that have a combined record right now of 2-27. Okay, so we had a bad offensive night, we had a good defensive night. We found a way to win. We didn't play well. We missed all sorts of foul shots. So the yin and the yang, I don't even know where to begin, but I'm proud of them to get to the finish line.
You could talk about Alexis real quick, how important the role she played as far as getting this win.
Well, first off, she was absolutely amazing and saw an intensity from her that we haven't seen yet. And I think you saw the superstar potential in her and why AlexRogers was originally recruited to Duke. Just a dominant performance and would not be denied. And we didn't run a ton of things for her. That's the scary part. She scored 26 points and went and got a lot of her offense off of rebounds. Went and got a lot of her offense out of broken plays because she just wouldn't be denied. And we've been asking for that. So really, really excited. And when the other starters combined for 17% shooting, the other 4, that's how good she was in order for us to find a way to win when your 4 starters combined for 17% and she just absolutely carries you.
As frustrated as you were with the first half the other night, I assume you expected better in the first half tonight, and it wasn't there, was it?
Once again, we're tracking a new stat, and that's called first shot makes. Are we executing the first shot makes? In the first half, we had 3 first half makes, and 2 of them were layups where they missed an assignment, and Akron missed an assignment. So essentially, you could look at our team in the eye and say, we made 1 shot all half on first shot attempts. And so once again tonight, offensive rebounding bailed us out. Once again tonight, our execution all the way to a finish was disappointing. And when you combine the second half of Kent and the first half of this game, we're having very little first shot makes. So we're not going to be lucky each and every night with our offensive rebounding bailing us out if we don't finish better.
What was the key, Curt, for your defensive effort against them? Was there any one thing?
Well, we did something a little bit different to try to slow them down in transition. Not only are they a great running team off of missed baskets, but they're scoring so much off of made baskets, and they're right back at you. And you finally make a good play, and you hesitate for a second, or you celebrate, you smile, and they're right back at you scoring. And I really think, for the most part, we weren't perfect, but for the most part, we really emphasized trying to slow down their transition game and no baskets within the first 5 to 8 seconds of the shot clock, and made them get in the half court. And then I thought the key in the half court was making them go 2 by 2 by 2. We did not want them to have a big night at the arc. All 5 players on the floor for Akron can shoot threes, and we held them to 3 threes. So that was a huge key for us. No early baskets, and make them make 2s in the half court.
You also only made 3 threes
We talked about, with the under 8-minute media timeout, that who was going to have the guts to make a big three. Someone on either team was going to step up and make threes, and we drew that up for Chrissy out of the timeout, and they executed it. Lex, again, underrated on all the little things she does, set a great screen for her, and she got open and had the guts and courage to take it. Now, I wish she would have taken a few more in the last 4 minutes. I thought she passed some up, but we talked about, who was going to step up and make a big three for us down the stretch of the game, and I think you saw a little weight come off the shoulders when she did that, even though it was still a battle to the finish.
Curt, you started this out by saying the Angel liked the win, the Devil probably didn't like how you got there. I'm guessing the Devil wins at your next practice, but is the Angel the winner right now?
I'm exhausted, so I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel emotionally drained. That is a huge win for us against a really quality program, and so I'm really excited about that. Frankly, we just got to get in and shoot. And next week's a weird week for us. It's a Thursday, Sunday week for us. So we have 3 days of prep for OU. So now you can take Sunday off and Monday really concentrate on yourself and not really have to dive into the scouting report yet. And so Monday will be a big-time shooting practice for us. We've got to get some of our mojo back of shooting to first shot makes and have some confidence at the foul line and just feel a little bit better about ourselves with the ball going in the basket.
You said you were exhausted. How much have you finished this week in these last 2 weeks?
Well, the funny part is, and I explain this to people, and I think our team understands that, we're going to be a grinding team this year. And unfortunately, there's 14 more of these games. And I think there's going to be moments that we grind like this all year. Hopefully, it's not for the extent of tonight was. I mean, we couldn't get to halftime fast enough. We were just begging to get to halftime under 10, with a 10-point lead, or keeping it around 10, because we just needed to regroup and take a deep breath and compose ourselves. That was probably the most composed I've been in years in a halftime, because they were already upset. They didn't need me ranting and raving. And so we just talked about what we're capable of doing, what we weren't doing, and so it was key for us to get to halftime under 10.
Curt, just before half, you took a long walk and went and got some water. Were there any thoughts about going to the locker rooms, like 2-3 minutes left?
I wasn't going to continue to that locker room, but I don't know if I thought about Rick Barry more tonight than I have in 2 decades. And I was like, come on, we could all look back at our dads that used to joke around with us and shoot underhand and going, I think I can close my eyes and make, what we were making. It's so routine and it's such a habit. And the hard part for us is we were #1 in the nation last year in free-throw percentage. Not a good foul shooting team, a great foul shooting team. So it's even harder for us to swallow when we can't even throw one in. And so I was at the drinking fountain thinking about Rick Barry, I believe. And that's a blast from the past when you start thinking about Rick Barry.
Is it almost a guiltiness that you maybe took it for granted that Lauren or Tracy was going to go to the line and it was going in?
Yeah, I mean, it was just such a huge other weapon for us. Like Akron played really well. They probably deserved the win tonight. But on the other hand, we did such a good job of earning foul shots and getting there. As part of the game plan was getting there. That's exactly what Miami just did to Akron. And we got there and then didn't reward ourselves. And when you miss 18, even if you make 9 more, I mean, that game's a double-figure game, and you feel a lot better about yourself right now.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.